upstairs with the drink, and he went, "Do I have my pre-release pack?" And I was like, "It's downstairs." No. Well, do you want me to go and get it for you? So yeah, he is ready.
You literally can't get the stuff.
So
let's hope he pulls Yehenny's expertise. I'm really keen to see Yehenny's expertise out there and wreaking havoc.
That's good. Look at that. Let us quickly.
I might even get hold of some.
Let us. Where are we? This one. So for a moment we will say goodbye. The lovely Kyle is waiting. Elliot, could you? Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, man. So there's the lovely Kyle sat on your left, waiting to open his lovely seal pool.
And just to explain the table, we've got the big spin down dice as always. The two weird little badges, if you don't recognise them from Pokemon, which I wouldn't have done, they are going to be used in this to represent energy.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to have Athena dice showing us how many energy people have got.
Kyle with his new lovely spin down.
More spin downs.
Promo. He's opened. Oh, he's opened. What's its name?
Saram. Expertise.
No, that's Saram. That's Saram itself. It was the Golden
Saram?
City. Yeah, it was the Golden City.
Yeah.
See? So there we see the Aether Revolt pack. He got a sticker, as always. I think that's a sticker. Maybe it's a temporary tattoo. Who knows? If it gets put on Kyle, I'll make sure it's not temporary. So he's going to start with Aether Revolt. So now we actually have to try and recognise cards. If you start with Kaldash, you might be able to do it. Yeah. So, quick from the start. So what's the rare? It's the impeccable timing thing. It is the heroic intervention, 1 and a green. Target creature, or creature you control, gain indestructible and hexproof until end of turn. Kyle is actually going to try and sort by colour. So yeah, white, blue, black, red, green.
Yeah.
Look at this, a seasoned sealed player to part in the main event of GP London.
Is he going to sort his creatures and his effects? Or
no, he's going by colour, so he can see his deepest colours.
Colour.
Deepest colours first, and then you look at what the colour offers you.
This is probably where I go wrong, but I always do them in a colour, but I split them so I've got a pile underneath so I can see how many creatures I've got and how many spells
No, it's always deepest colour, because your deepest colour in theory gives you the best ability to have like the most cards already.
Okay.
So that's fine. So what are we opening here? We've got Quick Spy.
Yeah.
We're talking about that one. I think that's a great card to open. And some uncommons that I don't recognise. There is an energy token.
Wow.
We
didn't think there was going to be.
We'll use the Pokemon though, most probably. So I mean, we can't really say what his deepest colour is. He's opened 2 packs, but he's opened 2 playable rares.
Yeah.
I forgot what the green rare originally, and then he opened another green rare. Oh no, the blue rare, and a white roses apparently.
Yeah.
It's interesting. No, I agree, Muppination, about Yehenny's expertise. I think it's one of the best cards in the set for limited.
Yeah. It's good.
So we got 2 more packs of Aether Revolt left. So we're looking at the rare for a. That's the Court of Calling for Artifacts.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It had the Sky Sovereign on it.
Word of Invention.
Yeah, there's some more of that.
Yeah, you're right.
So we said about this earlier if you weren't here. Probably not playable and sealed. Maybe in standard. Thoughts on efficient construction, the blue uncommon. Let me find it on here. So let me just add a quick screen overlay. So efficient construction. Gary's just asking about this card. That card there, I don't know see what that was. It was one of the big artifact guys. Yeah, that's a good card. Efficient construction. I like that card a lot.
It's alright. It's not bad.
No, that's a very efficient effect. I'll close that down. Thoughts on Stormcrow?
I don't get the whole Stormcrow was after and before my time. There's one in a cabinet downstairs. It's shiny. It's like 12 quid. I don't understand.
It's because it is quite literally the definition of mediocre.
Yeah,
it is so middle of the road.
It's
Walking Ballista was the rare artifact creature we opened. Okay,
right.
We can bring that one up then.
Let's have a look at that.
So I was trying to see that one. He's opened a foil. I think that's another Walking Ballista. So Walking Ballista quickly. XX for a 0/0, enter battle with X plus +1 counters on it. 4 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Remove 1 from it and it deals 1 damage to target if you repair. That's a good card.
Yeah, definitely is.
We're into Kaldash now. Oh, Blooming Marsh is the rare. That's a little bit of money there. And that's a Kaldash rare, so I'm amazed I don't recognise it. It's a rare though.
Can't tell what it is.
No, it's very strange. Thank you very much though, Gary, for letting us know the rare he opened from the new set. Oh, it's Massionette.
I don't even recognise it.
Basically, it's a 3/1 with Fabricate 2. Whenever an artifact you control leaves, the battlefield you control, they lose life equal to its power or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think another one. Yeah.
It's a pretty good card though. I like it very much. So it's a Marionette Master, 4 black for a 1/3 Fabricate 3. Whenever an artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to Marionette Master's power.
Yeah.
That's correct. And Multiform Wanderer is the other one. Gary is
spotting these cards
on
from
top
far.
of it on a 30-second delay, so he's
Gary's
waiting just as when we say we can't recognise it, and he's like,
good eyes.
jumps in straight
Good eyes.
on.
Renegade Freighter, that's what I'm talking about. And the Sky, yeah, they're all the commons.
Multiform Wanderer was what he opened. Multiform Wanderer is a 5 mana 3/3. Enter the battlefield, you get 3 energy. Pay an energy against your choice of Flying, Vigilance, or Lifelink until end of turn. And pay an energy against +2, -2, or -2, +2. That's not bad for a 5 mana 3/3.
No, it's not awful.
So I think Kyle's white was quite strong. Blue was traditionally the weakest colour. So he's just going to quickly sort through and lay out probable playables. I like the filigree pet he's got there. The 3 mana 2/2 when it ETBs each player on a U-Scry one. It's pretty good. It's a decent hole filler. He's having a look at calling for artifacts and going, no, this card is not good. So, I mean, artifact slipping and sliding. Is he putting out the? He's calling the improvised calling playable. Saram's Expertise. Yeah, Saram's Expertise looks really good.
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant.
I mean, just making 3/1s is always good anyway.
Yeah.
The fact that it lets you cast an extra card and this set has Improvise.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just putting out his rares. Black-White seems kind of strong. His Black-White is probably quite strong, actually. I mean, I'm a huge fan in this format of 16 land huge aggressive decks in, like, Sealed for this format, because there are a lot of 2 and 3 mana creatures which you could just fill your entire deck with, play like 1 or 2 4-drops and maybe a 1-drop. Plus, it has really efficient removal spells from Kaldash, and there are some really efficient removal spells in this one.
Yeah.
Hyde is missing a rare from somewhere. It's the Blooming Marsh in the top left. So, I mean, yeah, it's quite good. I would think just from what I saw of his pool, I think he's got some strong vehicles in his artifacts. He did open the 1 mana 7/11. I will point that out, just in case we see him just decide to play that. But Sky Skiff is a great vehicle. Yep. Crew 2, 2 mana, 2/3. Flyer, that's really
Crew
efficient.
1.
Is it Crew 1?
The Sky
it is
Skiff
Crew 1.
is, yeah.
Literally right there.
Yeah, Sky Skiff is.
If he has the payoffs, I think it's fine. But I don't think he opened that much good blue, and there's not a huge amount to open. And I don't think he opened any of the blue payoff cards, like the big blue payoff cards. So
yeah.
I mean, when I've drafted Kaldash, because obviously I haven't drafted Aether Revolt because I only draft online, I've had a lot more success with the aggressive deck.
Yeah.
Especially in sealed events, because in sealed you can play 16 lands quite easily, and I've been doing it a lot in draft as well.
Yeah.
Spy is amazing, but I think that's probably his only massive payoff card.
Yeah.
I think it's green if he opened the correct creatures. It sort of enables a more aggressive build in the end.
I think if you don't get the massive payoff in sort of mid-late creatures, then you need to be fairly chunky and aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, the blue card could be good.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot better when you get the chance to play more than one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then the target you have is a lot less likely to just show up randomly. So, a Marionette Master, I think, is a huge... It seems so weak on the face of it. It's a 6 mana 1/3, but it can also be a 6 mana 4/6.
Yeah.
that drains people for 4 every time an artifact leaves the battlefield
Yeah.
for you. Which includes the tokens, like servo tokens.
Absolutely.
And stuff.
And the servos are going to be flying. So.
If you can make servos, then you're away. Like you just get start draining, like just ripping 4 life off them every turn.
Yeah.
That just never goes well for anyone, especially your opponent.
It's an interesting pool he's got by the look of it. Are you...
Yeah, he's looking towards black green. I favour black green in this format.
Yeah.
So I hope playing against Marionette Master. Yeah, budget is just horrible to play against. I'm lucky enough to have never seen it on the other side of the board from me. And I doubt I'll have ever picked it because it costs 6 mana. I like to play 16 lands. The probability of me getting to 6 mana is I've probably already lost the game. And I generally don't have that many artifacts. But yeah, Marionette Master is just... It's a body. It's hard to kill when you put the Fabricate counters on it.
Yeah. I think that's going to be quite important.
He's looking through it and he's only put out like 3 or 4 black cards.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder really, like his black may not have been very deep. I think his white was probably his deepest colour.
Yeah.
Green-white I've had a lot of success with. But I'd be very hard to not... your black has to be literally unplayable for you to not play Marionette Master there, I think. He does have quite a lot of artifacts, so maybe he's looking to play more like a proper green-black, like, colourless style deck.
So what's he got there? The filigree...
Yeah.
What's the one underneath?
Sky Skiff is the one underneath
Sky
it.
Skiff, yeah.
These are all the ones from the new set I don't recognise yet. So he's just going through and pulling out the exact playables for it. So hard, all of the artifacts look really similar. There's also just so many of them. I think he hasn't opened that many artifact creatures.
I think that's an implement of malice on the top there.
Ah, what does that do?
It's a sacrifice, well, 2 mana, pay black, sacrifice, target player discards a card as a sorcery, of course.
Of course.
And then...
oh, you draw a card. Not bad.
Revolt Enabler. Not massively...
It says draw a card. Dino Train. What's the Dino? the Dino Train? Oh, Untethered Express. The 4 mana 4/4 trample. The whenever it takes you purple +1 counter if it crew 1. The Dino Train is a very good name for this. Mainly because it's a dinosaur train.
And that's pretty brilliant.
It's probably the most excited I've ever seen Gary in Twitch chat.
Yeah. It's amazing
Dino
what
train.
a dinosaur and a train brings out in a man.
I mean, who doesn't like dinosaur
Yeah, that's
trains?
pretty cool though. The trample is pretty excellent.
I mean, we're on a great favourite.
Everyone's excited for Dino Train.
Yeah, the Dino Train. The Dino Train seems good.
Chat gone wild.
It's Dynamite.
It's just bad. You're gonna get us taken off air.
It's just going to get worse as well. It's 15:15.
Store's got a policy against that kind of stuff.
We've been live for 50 minutes and I'm already getting size.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm going for groans. So
it's going to really damage the show if I stop talking to you as well. So.
Anyway, as Jamie's finishing off his thermos of tea.
Yeah. Need more tea.
B-. I'll take it. It's a pass. Looking through his red. Red's pretty good actually in this format. I mean, it's aggressive. That's what you get with red most of the time, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives you hopefully some amount of removal.
I quite like red.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it looks pretty solid.
I mean, if I always said that, I would be trying to force a terrible 16-land deck or playing 4 colours. That's why I don't get to build decks on stream. I mean, I would have probably opened like some foil ridiculous mythic, like the Ugin I did in that Fate Unforged Prerelease.
Yeah, that's
Fate Unforged. Fate Reforged.
That's not.
That was fun. But I think he's opened a fair amount of decent vehicles, like support vehicles. Like,
Yeah.
The good thing about obviously artifacts is they're playable in every deck.
And the skiff is good. I don't think there's a great deal of flying in this, is there? And I think, like I said before, when the board starts to lock up, I think the vehicles are then going to come in their own. Really,
that's the moment when you truly understand exactly how great. I mean, the Dino Train is a good example.
Yeah, trample.
I mean, it's going to attack for 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's probably having a look at his blue. Is he looking at blue-white?
I don't know where he's going there.
I think he's looking at blue-white, and because he's got he's got SRAM to draw cards, maybe he's considering just looking into like playing a blue-white sort of mid-range tempo-y style strat.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to really just take over the board, he's looking to slowly gain some kind of value out of what he's got. So I mean, that kind of makes sense. I think his pool might actually enable blue to be better than, because historically so far what we've seen through triple Kaldash and Kaldash Sealed is blue is very much the weakest colour.
Yeah, it seems like.
But it's not like unplayable like white was during M14.
Yeah.
It's just the worst. It's the weakest of the colours, but it still has some very good cards.
Yeah.
The problem is you only get 2 packs of Kaldash
absolutely.
in the pre-release.
And green,
so.
I think's had a bit of a resurgence from the last few sets I was drafting.
Yeah, I've had a lot of good things with green because it
Yeah.
has a lot of the energy permanent buff attacks, which is very useful.
And it's got those sort of handy keywords like trample.
Trample is a lovely
attached to
keyword,
7/7 beasties,
which unfortunately we did not see.
Which we did not see.
Maybe he could try and play the marionette masonette.
I think
Well, I've forgotten what it's called already.
I'd kind of be tempted. It's hard to see what the other stuff he's got in. I don't think I'd be pulled into black just because of that. But
No, I would be so tempted at trying to splash it if he has any way to fix. I mean, if he's playing the blue-green deck, he's got a Blooming Marsh.
yeah,
That's one bit of fixing that's already there.
yeah,
I'd very much want to see how he wants to build it. His white seems good from what I can see, but the problem with white is it does one thing very well,
yeah.
and it doesn't do some of the other things as well.
He's got the Dawn Feather Eagle, hasn't he? I quite like that. I quite like him.
So that's it's a 3/3 for 4, 5?
It's a 3/3 flying for 5. It's 4 and 1 white, which is always good. When it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance till the end of turn.
I mean, that's a good card.
That's a
the
really
Mythic
good
Lizard
card.
7/7 Trample is basically a Dino 2. That is very true. But it's a much bigger trampler than the Dino Train. So,
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, I'm no paleontologist, but I'm pretty sure Dino Train is less historically accurate than the just giant lizard thing.
What's the other one?
Although I don't know if dinosaurs did have trample, so we'll never know.
Has he got a Consulate Dreadnought as well?
Yes, he
Has anyone
does.
seen that? That is
But the 1
that
mana
is the
7/11 Crew
7/11, isn't it?
6 is
Yeah.
slightly less powerful than a 1 mana 7/11 probably should be.
I think it's a lot less.
If I told you it was a 1 mana 7/11,
Yeah.
you're going, how much worse is it than... How much worse is that than Phyrexian Dreadnought? And we're saying
Yeah.
much worse.
A lot worse. Yeah.
Markedly so,
Yeah.
I would say.
Not good.
I think he's looking at blue-white.
I think he is.
I think blue-white's probably quite... He's got a lot of depth there. He's got artifact payoff cards in both blue and white. He's also got a card draw in them. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
2/1 first striker that gives your vehicle first strike.
That's the.
So the Dino Train first
Has
striking.
he got 2 of the Dawn Feathers?
I think he does. We'll be able to confirm though, because of course we will be. He's got the Vigilant guy who makes 1/1s. If you look,
I think he just turned another one of the Dawn Feather Eagles.
that
face
that
down.
there,
Yeah, yeah.
that is another 2/3.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's very nice.
I think at 5, in a set like this, I'd probably be trying to run both those Dawn Feather Eagles.
Maybe we'll have to see what he does though.
Yeah.
So, Oh, pardon me. No, I think his deck's looking actually quite good if he's going.
Yeah.
I think blue-white gives you some decent tempo, but it also gives you the ability to continuously activate the abilities on your vehicles.
Yeah.
I would probably be playing that Mastodon. Eagle is great, I think. A 5 mana 3/3 flyer that also buffs your board for a turn is pretty good.
Yeah. Buffs and vigilance. So
Vigilance is just such an
one of
annoying
the,
keyword.
In my head, it's one of the few cards in this that actually stands a chance of being able to bring back a board that you're losing. Because you get to swing with buff. Only things haven't got to attack, but you get to swing with buff where it seems convenient, where it seems good, and keep all your dudes back to block as well.
I mean, what his deck reminds me of is the blue-white flash deck in Standard. And I can only think how good this deck would be with Reflector Mage. or Smuggler's Copter.
Eagle and Felidar Kitty. Yeah, everybody loves the Felidar Kitty.
Well, the Felidar Kitty would be great with that thing because you like bounce it, flicker it again, and that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be brutal.
I mean, would you play Emrakul the Promised End in this deck?
In this deck, I don't think I play Emrakul on general principle.
Would you play it in Standard?
I haven't. I can't really talk about Standard. I haven't played any of the last Standard. I'm a little bit.
I played. I've played 0 games of Standard. I actually played 0 games of it. No, that's a lie. I played some games with Alex Moore, but I was playing Red-White Planeswalkers Control, i.e., Red-White 4-drops.
I'm a little bit surprised by how annoyed the world got with bannings.
I think it's because the last time cards got banned in Standard, it was Jace the Mind Sculptor and Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, I get that, but
and that ban was like
it's not like
so deserved.
It's not like people don't pay. You know, I've paid for Standard, and then a set comes out and things drastically drop in value. Things that were staples suddenly disappear from the scene.
I've seen cards I traded for a pound double and
absolutely
infinitely increase in price.
Yeah. And it happens, and I know it's annoying, but the world seems to have gone crazy.
Because it's the first time it's happened for about 8 years.
Smugglers Copters.
What do you think of all the bans? Says Crawley Beasts.
I think I get it. I think everybody has said that Reflector Mage seems like the odd one.
Mage does seem odd.
Yeah,
but the card is just infinitely efficient.
It's really good at what it does.
And yeah, I don't think Blue White Flash really wasn't a problem. I love the bans. Don't like the Giant Eldrazi and was going to get the Copters, but now don't have to. I think it's fair. I think Copter was
a great card.
They acknowledged it was the result of a card being pushed and then pushed a bit further.
Yeah.
And they may have pushed it a bit too far.
Yeah.
Just like a bridge over troubled water.
I think the problem with the Copters is it
my
was
foil
universal.
Copters. I would like to collect those from you if that's okay. I will contact you to arrange this, or if you want to contact me, we can arrange something. But I think it's fine. I think all it really does
what about
is
Gitaxian Probe?
I think it's a smart ban.
I think it's a smart ban.
I think it's an incredibly smart ban because the only deck that was truly using it was Infect. Like it was being used in a lot of decks, but it's not irreplaceable in any of those decks.
Yeah.
Infect doesn't cease to exist. The only thing that really takes the hit is the blue-red Prowess deck that I think was really, really good. Gareth was going to build it, but we'd had it online and it was so powerful. But I don't think it hurts. I think free information in any colour is bad.
Yeah.
I think free information that draws your card is much worse. 2 life is such a low price.
I don't think it cribbles Infect, but I think
in no way does it cripple Infect.
No.
It means Infect has to play like it used to.
Yeah, it has to play
I think the thing
cleaner game.
I think the Golgari Grove Troll ban is the smartest ban Wizards have made in a long time. Because they unbanned it and said, if it's an issue, Death Shadow's aggro isn't dead, it just has to change slightly. Kyle, in fact, on stream, we'll ask him about it because Kyle is a Death Shadow player.
Yeah.
And he's reasonably knowledgeable about it. But I think the Grave Troll ban was really indicative of Wizards saying, okay, and that's fine, like we'll unban this and see how Dredge does.
Yeah, see how it goes.
They printed some cards that obviously were going into Dredge.
Yeah.
And Dredge is too powerful. I think the thing is everyone assumed Dredge didn't work because there was no Grave Troll and only built it because Grave Troll came out. So, yes, I think that's an entirely correct way of doing it. Matt is correct, saying it doesn't change the power of any of the decks. It just changes their consistency and how aggressive it can play.
Yeah.
But I think Grave Troll ban was probably, I think the unban and rebanning of Troll shows Wizards are willing to say, right, Modern, here's a deck that we know will exist now.
Yeah.
If it works and it's not too powerful, great. You get to keep it.
Is this not a kind of a pod situation? I know I said I wasn't going to talk about pod. But Dredge and Black having creatures that like to come back out of the yard.
Okay, I think...
Are we not just always going to run into more absolutely brilliant creatures that come out of the yard?
I think, okay, it's a really weird one because the difference between... So Golgari Thug is the replacement for Golgari Grave Troll. Thug existed before and no one played Dredge. I think the unbanning of Grave Troll showed Dredge was a deck.
Yeah.
It's all fine. Troll is too powerful.
Yeah.
The difference between Dredging 5 and Dredging 6 is something like a 20% increase in hitting like another enabler.
Yeah.
because the difference between 5 and 6 is such a huge number in terms of dredge. So I think that the unban of Troll created dredge again in Modern.
Yeah.
Everyone built it. It was like, oh, we need to beat dredge.
It's everywhere.
It was a big target, and so everyone had hate for it. Everyone had the sideboard for it. It was really good because it meant it didn't just come out there, beat everyone for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, Scruffy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're good. How are you? Cathartic, yeah. So that it made such a difference. Having those cards as well,
definitely.
basically making dredge such a big deck,
Yeah.
meant they went, okay, it's too much. But we know dredge will still exist. It just won't be as good. But it basically said that Wizards are willing to experiment with the format.
Yeah.
And
Which
say,
I like.
look, if we're willing to unban it, if it's too powerful, it's going back on there.
Yeah.
But if it's not, it's fine, it comes off.
Yeah.
And it was one of the first times I've ever seen Reddit not be annoyed with a ban.
Yeah.
Because they were like, well, literally, this is what we were asking Wizards to do.
Yeah.
They were like, we were asking for unbans, and then if they're too powerful, to ban them. We've had 6 months and gone, no, that's too powerful.
Yeah.
But we've proved you dredge works. And with Prized Amalgam Cathartic Reunion,
Yeah.
and
it's
it's all fine.
Reunion that tips it, definitely.
Yeah, I think Reunion. I think it's not Reunion that tips it. I think it's Prized Amalgam and
yeah, but that's what I mean. That's all. The creature is always
the creature's the part.
They're not going to print a set where a black creature doesn't come out of the graveyard. So it's things like the
Yeah, I mean,
Reunion.
I can see the thing that I think Golgari Fegels has a technical downside because when it dies you have to return a creature to your hand.
Yeah, I think so.
Which means that you have to put one in there. So it's not terrible as a downside.
Yeah.
Also, Dredge 5 is very less than Dredge 6. But
Scruffy wants the Masterpiece Ornithopter.
well, I mean, you can masterpiece nearly all the creatures in
So-
Affinity. So
Yeah, but what I mean is when everyone's only Masterpiece is the Ornithopter, Scruffy's going to be able to trade them in.
Scruffy's going to have Scruffy.
You're going to clean up,
Lord of the
Scruffy.
Ornithopter.
You're going to clean up. There's going to be.
I think that's an amusing reference that
Ornithopters
you aren't going
everywhere.
to get about Scruffy cleaning up.
What's
Because Scruffy's the janitor in Futurama.
Oh right.
I'm Scruffy. I'm the janitor.
Bloodghast.
I think banning Bloodghast makes Dredge. It's still too powerful.
Yeah.
Troll, like just the words Dredge plus 6 is
Yeah.
probably 20 to 30% more powerful than Dredge 5. Because every time, so draw 3 off Cathartic Reunion, dredge this troll into troll, dredge this troll into something else. Like it's like a minimum of like 17 or 18 cards. Like,
Yeah.
it's way too much because you're guaranteed to hit a Bloodcast or an Alchemy. Though.
Yeah.
Dredge 5 and then maybe not having a Dredge 5 straight away is so much good. Yeah, Nina is a good card as well. Block, sack, dredge.
Yeah.
The problem with dredge is it's a mechanic that is very parasitic.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I mean, yeah. Anyway,
Smashed me last week.
back to this. I can see Kyle has opened a Die Young. Unfortunately, he does not have a Live Fast. I've had that so often as well.
Just dying young.
I had Live Fast, Die Young so long. I love the because it's the same guy. He's like holding a rose and being all like great, and then the Die Young, he's like curled up, the light's closing in, and it's like, wow, this is really dark. It's like Caught in the Brights.
I can't get over how twisted Caught in
Have
the
you
Brights
seen
is.
Caught in the Bright, Elliot?
Well, I mean, no.
No, okay. Just the art. Okay, let me bring up the overlay here.
Small gremlin
This.
creature.
Ready? Bam!
Whoa.
He's getting hit by a vehicle.
Essentially, it's twisted. It's twisted. Essentially, you play the card, creature is paralysed, and
It can't
then
attack or block.
when a vehicle you control attacks, exile target.
You're not making me want to play Magic.
Or
I'll
exile
say that.
enchanted creature.
It's a gremlin. It just wants to eat artifacts.
it's a
It's fine.
It's seriously twisted. Oh, it's a good cardinal, but
I mean, when you told me about it, I was like, what? That's not a real card. Went home, brought it up, and was like, what?
Yeah.
He showed Gareth, and I was like, it's like pacifism, but it dies.
yeah, it gets run
Gareth's
over.
reaction was, well...
It gets run over,
It's
man.
alright.
Pacifism is, we taught you a new
Do you
way
think
of
Jace or
life.
Bloodberry Elf could get unbanned? This is the last question I'll take on bans before
Why
for an
do
hour.
people always ask about this?
I think they will be, but they will be unbanned at the same time because they counter each other.
Well, that's interesting. I don't.
Opponent plays Jace, you play Bloodberry Elf. Like, Blightning, they discard 2, you bolt Jace, you hit him with a Bloodbraid, he's dead.
Okay.
And then you play a Bloodbraid, you do stuff, and then Jace undoes all your work.
I don't see it happening.
I do.
I don't see it happening. Not for some time.
I'm glad, so, the Unknown Gaming Bin, nice name, well, it says... Well, I'm glad I found someone doing a pre-release stream for 7 p.m. for me, even though it's midnight for you guys. So you're on the
Super.
East Coast, aren't you? So you'll be like down there. So I'm not even going to try and name all the states. I'm probably
So you've got 5 hours till your own.
midnight pre-release if available in your area.
Yeah.
And the same for Resto Kiki, which I can get behind as a name.
I knew you would.
And you brought up Pod.
Anything with Kiki.
So I'm just going to quickly say on the state of
It's not
banning.
just pod, it's just anything with Kiki.
Hashtag unbanned pod.
Man-
Free pod.
Man's got serious Kiki issues, people.
He's amazing. Yeah, East Coast. Whereabouts, guys? It'd be really nice to know where you're all looking at. I can see we've got a fair few of you guys watching that.
East Coast, possibly New York.
Well, we're looking at New York, Boston, Providence, Norfolk.
Not Norfolk.
They could be in Norfolk, watching us in Norfolk, the original Norfolk. Resto Kiki says, "Aye,
Jamaica then.
hey Lamau, I can deal with unbanned pod."
Unbanned pod.
Yeah, if they do
Yeah.
unban Jason Blubberdoff, it would probably be
That's
like
not
Gary
happening
Control
either.
trial. I think if we unban Jace Blubberdoff and we got someone in Vancouver.
Oh, cool.
Mulper Nation's in Vancouver. Look at this, we're reaching the west coast of Canada. West Coast represent. Unbanned, that's never going to happen. Anyway, so Carl looks like he's really settled in on the blue-white deck. He's nearing completion, so 1, 2, 3. He's got the Dreadnought in there and he still hasn't cut it. A 1 mana of
Why?
7/11,
I
crew
don't-
6.
I don't get that. I don't
Does he have
see-
big creatures? Well, he's got the big flyer at the end of the table, the 6 mana 5/4 or whatever it is. I'm actually in Arizona.
5:34.
You've just finished work, haven't you?
Yeah.
Or are you still at work? Are you getting paid to watch us?
That would be sweet.
I've watched True Streams at work.
Have you?
When
My
I went to
God.
BT, we were working till 8 and no one was calling in, so I just sat there watching Magic.
Man.
I'm from Florida, but the thing about Florida is the cards get bent easily since the humidity here is bipolar. I've never heard
Yeah.
never heard humidity described as bipolar.
I'm getting it.
Trust me, I understand your problem with foils. I may have a minor problem. Yeah, 5 mana make into a creature. Oh, what? He does.
Here's the 5 mana.
Ah,
Okay,
my
yeah,
Jim.
+2/+2.
I think he's done. So in which case we'll be figuring out his mana. That's fine. How much longer do we know how long they've got for deck construction? Is it 50 minutes like normal? Or
Rest the
40?
Kiki's chilling.
I think it's 50 or 45 today. Get inner sleeves in the cards. Talking about inner sleeves, while Carl sorts out his mana, I will recommend KNC Perfect Hearts, which
Well,
I've got
I've
my
not
deck
used them.
sleeved in tonight. Now, as you know, I'm a compulsive hand shuffler, and I'm sure some of the chat know. I like to shuffle hands. I like to shuffle my magic cards in my hand.
Yeah.
And they make it snap so nice. I thought I broke my fingers. And plus they're super tough. They're made from the same material as a KMC front,
Okay.
but double-sided. I would get it out of my box, but they're stuck.
I'm still on the hypermats, and it's everything. So if I change one sleeve, I have to
No,
change
they're inner
them
sleeves.
all. It's not. Oh, the inners.
They're
Well, how
perfect
are they
hard
making
inner
the
sleeves.
snap? What, they just stiffen the card up?
So you know the front of your KMC?
Yeah, yeah.
They're that material for an inner sleeve. So they're super tough.
Ooh.
I'll let you have a play with them in a moment.
Ooh.
It'll take me like 5 minutes to free them from the box.
I might be getting some
They sold them downstairs.
extra legacy protection until I get the insurance.
They've gone
sorted
downstairs.
out.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Snap. No, mine is... Oh, did you break your finger? But my friends say it's obnoxious, even though it's an MTG habit for me. Mine has become a habit, and it's just something I do. Literally, I do it when I'm at home watching Netflix, or I'm sitting watching a YouTube video. If there are magic cards near me, I will shuffle a hand. I'll draw a hand, won't look at it, and just sit there shuffling. And then I'm like, I've been doing this for half an hour, and my sleeves have caught fire.
I don't shuffle my hand. I sort of rasp down the side of them. But I always feel like if I shuffle my hand, because I caught myself when I started playing again, I caught myself doing it. But when I shuffle my hand around, when I open it up and look at it again, I then move the cards. So I'll move the lands to.
Yeah, see, I
couldn't stop myself.
So you know,
with that habit. So I know
I'm
not to do
guaranteeing
it.
you. Yeah, see, that's what I do. If I'm watching a stream, I'm shuffling cards. When I stream, like at home or wherever, I'll shuffle cards. I'm playing Magic Online, and I've caught myself shuffling the cards on the screen.
To the side.
I've literally just looped them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sat here looping cards. It's really bad.
Losing my
I tried
mind.
doing it while I was playing Hearthstone, but I just kept playing cards because you can't shuffle your hand. It's really disappointing. But you know, like, you see me shuffle my hand all the time.
Yeah.
I've done the whole rasp down the side.
Yeah.
But you know why I won't organise my hand.
Yeah.
because then people might know things.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I love it.
It was just something when I started playing again, I noticed myself doing it.
We've got like a Shufflers Anonymous group going on.
Yeah,
here.
we need...
I would shuffle for you, but you'd hear this. Actually, hang on. I'm going to actually have to do it just so you can understand the snap.
We need to start some sort of help group.
We do. It's called Playing Magic. Right.
No.
This is going to make some people weep. Who
He's
know
still
what's in this
deliberating.
grey magic box because it's nearly all foiled now. With your help.
Basic landing it up.
Sweet. I'm sure Mr. Carl Spencer will be joining us now. Let me quickly just draw a 7-card tokens hand. And shuffle. On the basis that I want to demonstrate the snap that you can... Mr. Winfield.
I know. Please no. Too late, Winfield. You can't stop him. No one can stop him. It's gone too far. Oh, that's a snap and a half.
Listen to that, though. We're talking about shuffling hands because I'm a compulsive hand shuffler.
Let me see one. Are they selling them in Athena now?
Yeah.
Bad news.
I'm a salesman.
You are.
Born salesman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah.
quality in a sleeve.
So, that's what I mean. So, Kyle will be joining us soon, I'm sure.
Yes, he'll be
Awesome.
Good. For a second.
He'll be coming through to sleeve anyway.
Now I have to go and buy these.
Have fun fitting them in a dragon shield.
Oh, sweet Mary.
It took me 40 minutes to double sleeve them.
It's alright. It's not so bad. We've had worse.
Yeah, well, it's probably because I've been done
That's pretty cool.
before. I can't afford to do this. This makes me cry inside.
So,
Oh,
I
pardon
think we
me.
should go and mug Kyle for his real, genuine energy token, and then go and mug someone else who's got one.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to keep using Pokemon tokens
Oh,
until someone
okay.
replaces them.
Okay.
I'm-
The glare on the yellow one is winding me up because I think that's a 2, but
It is a 2, yeah.
Yes.
I can definitively tell you that is a 2.
Oh.
I mean, I'll point out that the energy tokens they've got are silver. It's probably not going down.
No.
Like, we can Sharpie it in, it's fine. Sharpie them for you.
So the gaming bin is saying tomorrow doing a pre-release, and out of the 5 pre-releases I've done, I always went 0-4, even though I had one of them. Oh right, okay. That's great.
You guys should be commentating at the PT. I'm sure we get some great commentary for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Before I got distracted. I love playing a 1. He's my favourite. Says Ludi Brullo. I agree. I'm more of a player 2 flan. I'm a player 2 flan.
Yeah, you're definitely a flan. Yeah.
That's it tonight. I'm a player 2
Hey.
flan. How are you, Kyle?
I'm good.
How's
Right.
Kyle?
Let's let
Come
Kyle
have a
take
seat.
the centre seat.
Come and have a seat.
Take the centre seat, good sir.
Get in there.
Booth cam time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
Talk through
As
your
always.
smooth picks.
My name is George the Fairhouse Marriott. Joining me tonight is Mr. Ice Age and Challenge himself, Jimmy Rodriguez. In the background is Elliot from Athena Games, our lovely chaperone for tonight. And this is
He's the
Kyle.
tech monster.
He's a level 1 judge, Spencer. He is.
Oh, Gear
Sorry, I'm
Seeker
going to
Serpent.
Yeah, that's right.
sleeve my deck up and speak. and answer
Superb. I
questions.
like the Gear
So
Seeker.
we
He's
were
good.
talking about this with Wire. So it's Charles. It's Chaz. It's Chaz Tavner.
Yeah.
Ah,
Awesome. Those accents, though. Yeah,
Flan
we're
gods.
proper British. It's fine. The Flan gods. There you go. We are. I am a player 2 Flan.
proper British.
So-
What
So
is proper
we saw you open up in Inventors Were.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's amazing. I think Call of Calling is an amazing Magic card.
I think Whir could be good enough given the amount of artifact creatures
Mhm.
I have in the deck. And
I mean, you have. I agree with Quicksmith Spy. We were talking about that briefly.
Yeah, we like.
Yeah.
That's a
we
great
like
Magic card.
Quicksmith.
I love that. Did you end up going blue-white then?
I did go blue white.
And
I looked
can
at the
can I
black
just-
green counters theme and
Yeah.
didn't think it was quite enough.
I saw you were doing it and chose not to. I saw you didn't have very many guys.
Yeah.
Consulate Dreadnought.
Yeah.
It is a 1-mana 7/7.
It's
I mean-
7-11.
7/11. I mean,
7-Eleven.
it is technically a shop. You can buy things there. I am how many creatures do you have that can crew it on their own?
That would be none.
Unless you cast this for 12.
Unless I cast Walking Ballista for 12 mana.
Well, no, because you can just put guys on it, right?
Yeah.
That's all fine. I mean, that makes sense.
It's honestly, if this was PPTQ, it's probably not making the cut, and neither is the aura that turns vehicles into flying creatures.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense. I mean, I like Multiform Wanderer. Gary spotted that with
Yeah.
it on screen for about 10 seconds.
Gary's
exactly
been
what it was.
amazing. Gary can just see a corner of a card and know what it is.
But in a pre-release,
Yeah, 7-Eleven, easy to get to, rarely open for business. Directly summing up the Dreadnought.
Superb.
I can
Yeah.
agree with that. Did you open a Court in the Brights?
I did not.
Damn, that sucks.
Untethered Express. Lots of excitement for the Rhino
So the
train.
Dino train.
Rhino train.
This is the Dino train, and I said
got a
this
horn.
card is Dynamite.
I think it's good.
I'm very happy with my
Yeah,
card.
I think everyone thinks
I
it's
feel
good.
it's a solid vehicle in its own
Yeah.
right, let alone.
I'll
I mean,
give you
Crew
a-
1,
I'll
amazing.
give you a
Yeah.
bit of help with some sleeving
And
here, sir.
also, it has a +1/+1 counter theme going on, obviously, with putting counters onto itself. It's just good.
I think Aether Inspector, the 3 in a white for a 2/3 vigilance, make a 1/1 basically, is really powerful.
Yeah, and I also have the option of using the energy for more.
And you
multiple
also
Wanderer.
opened a lovely
Oh, you
tramp
do.
stamped
have
SRAM
the Court in the
Senior
Brights.
Edificer.
Yeah.
What?
Hopefully, we're gonna.
Oh, you do have a Court in the
It
Brights.
does have caught in the
Yes.
brights.
He does have Evil Gremlin Murder.
Disgusting.
Put the thriving
indeed.
rhino in the dino. I mean, as catchphrases go, I can get behind this. This is,
You have a mobile garrison as well.
yeah.
So I mean, what aspects of this are you really happy with? Which bits are you not so happy with?
What I think we want to know is what are your 22nd, 23rd kind of cards? Like, you know, those cards you really had to just put in to make up for the
I
fact
mean,
that
I
you had
like
them.
if I had some more obvious auto includes, I would have took out the big, the 1 mana 7/11 and
Yeah.
the Aura. Just the
I love
Aura's
the
quite
fact you have a
expensive.
1 mana 7/11.
The 1 mana 7/11 dies to Fatal Push, and it dies to all the CNC
Then it's
matters.
the Rhino
Yeah.
train. Then it's the Rhino Dino.
You seem to hover.
It becomes Rhino Dine.
You seem to hover over the Black Fabricate as well.
Yeah, Masonette Master.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were talking
Marionette.
about that. I was like, I'd
Marionette.
actually possibly Masonette. It's the Masonette Master.
Marionette.
I like the idea of the counters decks.
Yeah,
I'm-
Gary did state that it's an annoying card to play against.
Yeah.
I've been
Player 2, I am your biggest fan.
looking out for all the counters cards for a while because I mean, when spoilers are happening, it was like, oh, what could go in Atraxa for EDH?
Yeah.
So I'm quite familiar with all the cards.
Yeah, I mean, we
But,
can get a
I
list
just
of all your
didn't
rares.
feel there was quite enough. So all the rares I'm playing.
Yeah, I
Or
think
is
it's
it-
there's not a huge
You've
amount.
got a Whir of Invention,
Quicksmith Spy.
Quicksmith Spy.
Oh, you did get one of the blue perf cards. We were talking about this, the effective construction.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
from Gary
efficient
Brought. I think it's
construction.
actually very good.
Yeah,
I think it
seems-
looks very good.
it
Have a
seems
Fox
alright.
over
It looks
past
powerful.
any other artifact.
Walking Ballista,
Yes, please.
Multiform Wonder.
Oh, and the Dino Train.
Yeah,
It's a
got
great
quite
uncommon.
lucky
I
to
can't believe that's an
get
uncommon.
eight
You've got the
rares in
Untethered
the,
Express is superb. I like that
in the
one
kit
a
as
lot.
well.
Sky
Yeah.
Skiff.
I've
also
already
very
described off stream.
good. Saram.
It's a poor
Why
man's
I think
smuggler's
that-
copter, but it is still standard legal.
We were talking about this. I was like, how well do you think Castell would have improved by a Smuggler's Trust a
Okay,
reflection?
that's kind of cool. Shall we? I'll scribble
Quickly
these
just
down.
grab a
Scribble,
note
scribble.
of those names, those decks. So, always a Traxxer, says Resto Kiki. Well, now, Resto Kiki is from Arizona and apparently knows that you are the Infect player in store.
There's
The Child of
zero
Alara
effect
would be
cards in
proud
there.
of this deck. Yeah, he probably would be. The Child of Alara is proud of many things, including being a giant glowing tentacle baby. Although I think I've seen that movie before. What? It's the Final Fantasy movie. What were you hoping to cheer up with? Wire Invention asks Gary.
The good creature. I mean, I did have to
The
read
1
it
mana
and
7/11.
check that I couldn't. I can't wearing invention the ballista in. It will just die, unfortunately.
Resto Kiki wants to know, can I ask you how you think DSA will change?
I'm gonna have to ask what DSA is.
I am going to have to ask Resto Kiki what that is. Anyway, so
yeah, Untethered Express seems pretty good to choose your up if I've got.
Yeah, so
creatures on
Dino
board
Train
at
is
the
in Tethered
time.
Express as well, by the way.
Yeah,
It's I'll bring it up on screen. It's
The
fine.
Wanderer would be really nice to put into play. Should I be able to, especially if I can do it early enough, to improvise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like at times, I guess the Filigree Familiar in a pinch would be. It's a bit silly, but it could happen.
It blocks.
Stuff.
That's the
Yeah.
Untethered Express, by the way. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Death Shadow aggro.
Oh yeah. He was saying Death Shadow is pretty much dead without.
Yeah, we were saying
I
that.
see.
Probably. And I was like, Kyle actually plays Death Shadow aggro. He's pretty good with it. Can you just quickly give your brief summarization?
Plus
of
one
thoughts?
land, plus some more disruption. So you get to look at people's hands still. It's
Plus
not
gut
free,
shot.
But there we go. And maybe gut shot, apparently. It could work. Gut shot could work.
I love Gut Shot. Yeah, a solid
Yeah.
card. It's an amazing card on Tethered Express. It's also a Dino Train because if you look, it's a Triceratops.
Fenton's
on
dad.
train.
Yeah.
It is Fenton's
Evening.
dad. It is the best Twitch username because it's easily identifiable who that is.
Yeah,
But only we know who that is.
Yeah.
So
I'd hope to land some bigger Hexproof 4/4s a bit quicker than normal as well.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
For some
true.
improvising. That seems like
Good.
a pretty good card.
Yeah, I mean, Yellow seems pretty good actually. I mean, blue. I mean, we'll all willfully acknowledge blue is the weak color in Kalash.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as weak as it is now. I think it's still weak, but it's not as bad.
I think it's been improved. It's got a lot
the
of the
birds
goods.
make the cut. Can I just have a
the
The
Phoenix.
big birds.
Yeah, the
no,
eagle.
it didn't. In
The
the
eagle
end.
didn't make the cut.
We
Did you pull two
all-
of those?
I did pull.
We
two.
all agree that card is insane.
It could probably go back in, to be honest.
But you need
I think I
to.
took it out early, but
I think it's a very good.
I think. I mean, quite often with
Did you
limited,
get a
you
hype
chop
train
and
to
you
go
change.
with your Dino Train?
I did not get any more trains.
Are
Neither.
you aboard the hype
These people
train?
are loving the train. They are.
There's a
train.
dinosaur
They're
train.
crazy for the
I
train.
would
It's also a
loved
five- it's also a 5/5
a
trampo.
renegade freighter to go in the
So-
deck as well.
Yeah, that would be.
Ed is quickly asking what your best cards are.
The Multiform Wanderer is pretty good. Walking Ballista, I'm hoping to do some things with that.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
good card.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
it's
I
very
own
good.
one. It will see play in Vintage
Yeah.
if I ever build a
No, it
Vintage
won't.
deck ever.
No, it
Yes,
won't.
should be better
It's not
Triskelion.
going to be in there. It's not better than Triskelion.
Alright. We'll save this for another day.
In which I will.
Hoping I draw some cards off of Crooks' Spy.
That's a
and,
great card.
Yeah, I think it's very good.
Yeah, it's very good.
And going to
I'm skeptical about where
And do
on
some
the basis that
shenanigans.
it's yeah.
It's pretty cool.
The freighter is the hype train.
Yeah.
You might even get.
Gary
value
wishes you good
out
luck.
SRAM.
Well, we'll be seeing him play shortly. He'll be playing against player 2, of whom I am a flan.
We don't know.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
I mean,
deck does
we
good.
can safely say that because he opened the Dino Train, it's Dynamite, but that's all fine.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Are you Miss Dynamite? Tee
I can't remember words to that song. On the spot.
Yeah,
Something-
That's it. They
something
were the only
stereo.
words. I
there
think.
is actually a reason for that, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel bad.
I wouldn't worry about it.
No.
But yeah, it seems good. Well, good luck. Not long till round 1. I don't think it's very long.
No.
I will
did
go
hear
confirm.
cheers from
You got-
downstairs.
you
so
got
I wonder
time
if
for a
that
wee,
means there was an
Fenton's dad.
invention.
There was an ornithopter.
Time for a wee, but make it quick.
Yeah, if you give me a moment, I'll just go check times on the round. Kyle, I'll leave you two to probably talk about,
Talk about stuff.
probably band list, because that's what we were talking about.
Band list,
Okay.
band list, band. All Magic players, band list, band list. Let's,
Hashtag-
what? And then as soon as you start
Hashtag
talking
free
about
pod.
free pod. See, this is the problem. As soon as you start talking about the band list, everybody gets all hysterical about what are we going to unban.
Yeah.
Get over
Even
it,
I was
people.
hoping for Bloodbraid Elf to come off.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I think this set's
I
gonna
own
have-
Bloodbraid Elves, but it's not happening.
I think the set's going to have a nice impact on Modern. It'll be nice. I've already... Now Death Shadow is a bit less playable. I might go back to some of my other decks. So I've got Burn and Bushwhacker Zoo. Bushwhacker Zoo gets some nice additions.
Bushwhacker's nice. I like Burn a lot, and having played sort of a chunk of Burn, I
You're
got
now up, Kyle.
not a bad
Excellent.
word to say about it.
And you are against Max Nate.
Oh, hello.
Right.
A guy who is probably better at playing blue than I am. But we'll see how this
Right,
works
well,
out.
best of luck to you, mate.
Thank you very much.
Oh. So, not long to go, and 3 rounds for this event.
3 rounds for this event.
3 rounds.
We're also streaming tomorrow and Sunday.
Excellent. So
Full
do
weekend.
tune in, set your notifications. Although some of you will probably be playing in your own. But yeah, George has gone and left me, so you have to listen to me rail now about the fact that the Eagle did not make the cut. How do we feel about that, people? I'm surprised. It might have been it can't have been a colour decision. It's only one white, but I'm shocked that one didn't make it in. I probably would have played two myself. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I've sort of had a rifle through his deck, but I haven't seen the rest of the pool. So yeah, seems odd. We'll be there tomorrow. Fenton's dad, excellent. Best of luck to you. Do I want a deck to take a look at while I'm waiting? No. If I was going to waste time looking at decks, it'd be mine. Probably a curve choice. Yeah, that's what I think is probably the issue. But I don't know. It just seems like a really good card. Definitely a one-off. Sounds like he tops at 4. Yeah. But I don't know. I might have just had to slip one in. 3/3 flyer, that kind of effect. It's pretty good. So just play the Eagle deck for fun. Yeah. 7 hours till a pre-release for Muppet Nation. Sweet. Yeah, I'm kind of sitting here and commentating on it. I'm kind of wishing I'd done one now, but I'm going to be busy this weekend.
You're not playing at all?
No, not playing at all. I haven't played a couple of pre-releases now, but I am going to, I don't know if he's ever going to watch this, but Richard, I'm going to draft you out. You're coming out for some two-headed giant for the next one. Because I'm not sure I haven't played two-headed giant with anyone else. So, I would have played at least 2 if I could too. Oh, that's good to know. I am sometimes hilariously off on the track. Favourite masterpiece art from Revolt? Ooh, I don't know. Masterpiece art, let's have a look. I do like the masterpieces. I am not a fan of foil. It just seems weird to me, and I don't know why you want a card that costs a lot of money that then bends in your deck. But
yeah, so the players are beginning.
Oh, starting.
Did we get 7 round time?
I don't know. I don't like Ensnaring Bridge. I really don't like that because
Thought
it's
you
not a
loved that
bridge.
card.
It's a pair of arms.